position. You're making me happy.
Yes, sir.
Also, tip, when you go to look at your slides, if at all possible, try not to turn your head this way. Turn your whole body, because otherwise then they can't.
Do a little rotation.
Yes, this is full robot. All right? All right, on your mark, get set, go!
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Gronda, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Croy, which is a one-stop shop that helps high school students and parents with the financial parts of college selection. So back when I was in high school, my dream school was Bucknell, but it was $100,000 more expensive than my second school at WPI. And originally, in order to convince my parents that Bucknell, despite its higher price tag, was a better option, I decided to create an algorithm that performed a cost-benefit analysis of my college decision. And in my limited knowledge as a 17-year-old, I was able to prove myself wrong with personalized, easily digestible data insights. Thus, Croy was born. So 20 years ago, college would cost you at most $50,000 a year. And now it costs you almost $90,000 a year at the ceiling. That's an 80% markup in just 20 years. So it's not inconceivable to think that, in another 20 years, college might cost you $150 grand a year, which is $600,000 for just 4 years of education. The idea that college is an investment in yourself has never been more true, and something this industry needs to give, and we at Croy plan to be at the forefront of that change. So according to a 2023 survey by Sally May, 72% of families are anxious about college costs, and why shouldn't they be? Besides maybe buying a house or your marriage, college is really going to be the biggest investment you ever made in your life. And we believe it should be approached in a wise way, and Croy helps you find the best return on investment for a school. We match you with the best fit schools, break down different costs and salaries specific to you, perform a personalized cost-benefit analysis, and help you discover different loan options and over 11,000 scholarships, all in one platform. Here's an example of some college rankings resulting from our college decision tool. As you can see on the left, there's 5 stages in the platform, and there's 7 tools within those stages. So the use starts at the end of sophomore year when they're beginning their search, and finishes at the summer after senior year when they're figuring out how to pay for it. And the website is powered by a combination of 3 different data sources, which we paid for with our first pre-seed investor. And we combine all these data sources into our own database, and then the inputs that users give us not only improves our own algorithm, but it also gives us some pretty valuable proprietary data, which we can license in the future to colleges and educational researchers. Last year, we had 6 high schools using the beta version of our platform, 4 of which were paying for it, and this was a really early product. And we did focus groups, I interviewed over 60 college counselors, and we distributed surveys to all the classrooms, and found that 92% of students who used Croy reported it being helpful in making the right college choice based on their wants and needs, and 73% of them found that it alleviated some sort of anxiety. And since we finished the full product based on all this feedback 2 weeks ago, we've gotten 2 more schools and another private counselor to sign on. And since this morning, I actually haven't been able to update the slide. We got another 3 schools and another private counselor. And we're setting up, we have 10 more meetings this week and another 20 going out in the next month. So we're picking up speed quick. And our initial marketing strategy is to partner with these schools and private counselors for free, and then upcharge the parents for premium features within the site. And we're also going to be posting regular educational content on all social media platforms, which started about 3 weeks ago, to build trust with our user base. And how we monetize these users is either the premium upgrade, which is $99 for 3 months of access, or $19 a month billed annually, which comes out to $228 a year. We also we're going to be promoting lenders, so lenders are going to pay us for premium placement with our site and direct access to their target user. Annual contracts, so once we build up some relationships with these schools, we're going to offer bundles of premium accounts to them per year. And then eventually the big money play is going to be analyzing trends year over year of all the data we have and licensing that information to colleges and educational researchers. As for our competitors, there are other admission platforms out there that really answer the whole will I get in question, and there are some financial aid platforms that are really more focused on the consulting part of the business. But what we do differently is we perform a holistic cost-benefit analysis that not only takes into account what you're making and what you're spending, but also what matters to you and the different criteria you're looking for in a school. We are focused on easily digestible data that everyone can understand, and we're not adding consultants because people don't scale, and data platforms like this scale excellently. So we're looking for a $750,000 seed investment. We're going to be using it for convention budgets, more data sets to strengthen the product, a cloud hosting fees, software to manage our team, more team members to help expand our goal. But the reality is, we've been at this for a while, iteration after iteration, and we know our users to an extreme extent. And since people have been using this product 2 weeks ago, they love it, they're signing up for it, and they're beginning to pay for it, and really this deserves the proper foundation in order to grow to its fullest capability. So if you'd like to join our mission to provide comfort and clarity to high school students and parents navigating college finances, please reach out to me after the presentation or send me an email up here. Thank you very much. And here's our top tier team as well.
All right, who has our first question? Over there, go ahead.
Thanks for the presentation. So, as you're thinking about your monetizing strategy, why are you favoring having free for schools and businesses that are interested in the students versus actually charging the parents? Seems to me that acquisition costs every year are going to be growing as you scale, because there's so much the parent will do once they're in school, they're not thinking about it. But schools are every year, every time thinking about how they're going to get their students into the best schools as possible, because that's what will attract in the future more students. So why favor the free for schools versus not for the parents?
Couple reasons. One, it's more revenue per user if they end up upgrading. One upgrade for one student is worth about 10 accounts for licensing direct to that school. Two, the buying cycle for schools is around 7 to 9 months long and 18 months for public school districts, and we don't have the runway in order to support a buying cycle that long. And also, since we made it free, we've gotten pretty much every school we've met with so far to say yes. And we're really looking to strengthen the product, and power is going to be in our users. And also, if we make relationships with these schools, it's really just a revolving door every single year of new juniors and seniors that we're onboarding, being overseen by their counselors and working through the product with them. And it's just going to be more and more people out here. Those customers that leave and graduate are going to be replaced by the customers that come up.
You mentioned data licensing, so what type of information or insights do you expect to be able to share? How's that going?
Yeah, so we have, not only just we have personally identifiable information, which we follow for regulations and you're not supposed to share any of that, we do not. But we're going to be able to track, the student, what their zip code is, what their financial situation is, as in parent income, taxes paid, and assets, what kind of schools they're looking for, and what schools are on their list, what their preferences are 1 through 5 on each factor of college decision, what exact criteria they're looking for, what financial awards they got, and then we're also going to distribute exit surveys to see, which schools they ended up choosing. And so by tracking, every single condition of the student and how they made the final decision that they made, we're going to be able to sell that information to colleges who are looking to make their institution more attractive, and maybe get those students to choose their institution instead.
Did you talk a little bit about who your competitors are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back to that.
Sure.
Okay. So what is your advantage? Can you repeat that?
So our advantage is the fact that nobody else does cost-benefit analysis like we do. So non-analysis score are great for the whole will I get question. They'll give you a scatter plot. They'll tell you how you line up versus people that came from your high school. But nobody's really answering the, is this the valuable option for me? Is this the right option for me and my family? Am I able to afford this? It's really just an eclectic piece of it. And with other platforms, we find that people don't really know to use it without training hours on end. But we sign people up for our site and they get it immediately. It's just easy, easily digestible information. And really our ease of use and the fact that we do a holistic cost-benefit analysis instead of just saying this is what you're making versus what you're spending is really our big differentiator.
Is it the parents or the students that you're targeting? Who are you finding are actually using that app?
Yeah, so students are using it with their college counselors in our partner schools, and then we also get the parents' account access because they're often the ones footing the bill. And then as we scale our individual side of things, once we get a mass amount of users and we start looking at advertising social media and finding individuals to sign up, then it's definitely going to be the parents that we're targeting. But for now, schools are a means to an end to get to the parents and students in the most efficient way possible.
Nick, great presentation. Where are you getting information on the colleges, and how are you aggregating that into your holistic cost-benefit analysis?
Yeah, so we have a combination of 3 different data sources. We pull it all into our own database so everything loads quickly and works pretty well. So we get our college financial aid data and cost data from Peterson's, which is a standard. They've been around for around 30 years. We get our salary information from PayScale, and then we web scrape everything else from college websites, iPads, and College Scorecard, which are federally run government sites, or federal government run sites. And what allowed us to get these data sets was really the investor that came on after the
Is that a particularly arduous task? Can someone do what you did very easily and go through web scrape and create ROI 2?
It is not an easy task, trust me. Again, it took almost a little over 2 years to really figure out how to get the most information possible, because even when you license this data, a lot of it's missing. Like a lot of people, there's 3,000 schools in the country. So, we had to go back and make up for that missing data